This is your local news leader, News 10 ABC in the morning.
And to those New Yorkers who've yet to meet me, I say this. You may not know me, but I know you.
Kathy Hochul, officially the 57th governor of New York State. A look at the priorities ahead for her administration.
The state education department has approved a merger between two local school districts, but some parents not too happy about it. Why tensions are high and where the plans now stand.
And a popular event that draws thousands to Albany every year canceled for the second year in a row. Why Larkfest will not be taking place this fall and what organizers are planning to do instead.
It's all coming up for you on a Wednesday morning and a hot and humid one at that.
Yep. It's August still.
It is.
Really feeling that way, Jill.
Yes, still summer officially for another week at least.
Governor Kathy Hochul officially taken the lead yesterday, becoming the 57th governor of the state of New York.
Hochul wasting no time laying out her big priorities for the state of New York going forward. And here's a look at what she and her team plan to tackle. The governor outlining plans for combating the Delta variant, which includes a focus on increasing vaccination rates for New Yorkers and putting the necessary infrastructure in place for booster shot distribution.
Hochul also speaking about providing rental assistance for New Yorkers who still struggle due to that pandemic-related hardship. Take a listen.
I am not at all satisfied with the pace that this COVID relief is getting out the door. I want the money out now. I want it out with no more excuses and delays.
Governor Hochul speaking about wanting an ethics and cultural change within state government as well, following the sexual harassment allegations made against former Governor Cuomo.
And to accomplish this, Governor Hochul says she will require ethics training for every employee of state government, which was not previously mandated. Another one of Governor Kathy Hochul's top priorities, she says, is safely reopening schools. Amid COVID-19, no easy task, the newly sworn-in governor laying out several ways she plans to do it.
Our Juliana Bruno is live outside the Capitol this morning here in Albany. Juliana, and this means, at least as far as the governor is concerned, a mask mandate.
That's correct, Ryan and Christina. Yesterday, Governor Kathy Hochul said she's immediately directing the Department of Health to implement universal masking for anyone who enters a school building in New York State. Additionally, the state will launch a back-to-school COVID testing program to make getting tested widely available and convenient for students and staff. The governor says she's been consulting with parents, teachers, and elected leaders for months, and as a result, vaccinations will be required for school personnel with an option to test out weekly, at least for now. And the first day of school will be here before we know it. A number of school districts are holding meetings in the coming days discussing their plans for reopening schools, including East Greenbush Central School District and Schodack. And we've listed the dates and times of those meetings on our website, news10.com. Reporting live in Albany, Juliana Bruno, News 10 ABC.
Thank you, Juliana. Of course, this is the first time New York has ever had a female governor, a moment that is not lost on women here in the state of New York. Here's what Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan had to say about the historic day yesterday.
As I went out and talked to our school children and young women in at UAlbany, or spoke to different classes, I started to realize the importance of it, the importance of recognizing that for both young men and young women, it's important to see women in leadership positions.
Sheehan says she's looking forward to continuing to work with Governor Hochul in the future.
Former Governor Cuomo losing his Emmy Award, according to the International Academy. Cuomo was given the award back in November 2020 for his series of coronavirus press conferences using the medium of television to inform the public. The Academy says that his name and any reference to receiving that award will now be eliminated from their materials going forward. For more coverage on the Hochul administration, governor's plans for the future of the state of New York, head to our website, news10.com.
A Gloversville man is among the victims of a triple fatal accident that happened near Springfield, Massachusetts. Police say 78-year-old Wallace Sherman of Gloversville got on I-91 in Holyoke Sunday, heading in the wrong direction when his car crashed into another car with two people inside. Both Sherman and the driver of the other car died in the accident. Passenger in the other car taken to the emergency room with serious injuries, where she later died. Not clear what caused Sherman to enter the highway in the wrong direction.
Coverage this morning as the New York State Education Department has approved the merger between Fort Edward and South Glens Falls school districts. But members from both communities not happy about these ongoing plans. If merged, the new district would qualify for over $6 million in financial aid from the state. Additionally, A merger could potentially solve issues of decreasing enrollment in both areas. But school board members at Fort Edward have been hearing concerns from parents about fears of isolation, bullying, a lack of resources for students. Both school boards will vote on October 6th as to whether or not a merger vote should be put before the public. Been following the story from the beginning. For all of the details, just go to our website, news10.com.
6:37 right now happening today. The Albany Board of Zoning Appeals will be holding another meeting regarding the shutdown of Lark Street Bar Cafe Hollywood. Cafe Hollywood was shut down a month ago following the city's decision to declare a state of emergency over gun violence, claiming that the bar was a public nuisance and has been at the center of several calls to police. The zoning board meeting will begin at 6 p.m. this evening.
Larkfest has once again been canceled due to complications from COVID-19 and fundraising related issues. This is the second year in a row that the popular event, which draws thousands to Albany, has been called off. Lark Street bid chairman Patrick Noonan says COVID-19 concerns, as well as the organization's inability to properly fundraise throughout the first half of the year, are the reasons why it's canceled. And while the event is usually profitable for businesses, Noonan says there are other challenges that would be heightened this year, especially with staff shortages.
It's usually a great day for the businesses. However, we've seen that there's other businesses who end up closing on Larkfest because they don't want to deal with some of the things that happen that day.
Instead of Larkfest, the Business Improvement District there on Lark Street is choosing to focus on some smaller events, and the first one is Art on Lark, which happens this weekend.
All right, in your race to vaccinate this morning, Schenectady County is now offering the third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine to those who are eligible at all vaccine points of distribution in the county. Now, the move follows the State Department of Health's directive that allows all providers currently enrolled in the state COVID vaccine program to administer the booster shot to those who are moderately to severely immunocompromised. If you're eligible, you must have completed both doses of Moderna or Pfizer at least 28 days before getting this third shot. And happening today, Schenectady County Public Health Services will be hosting a panel about the myths surrounding the COVID-19 vaccine. That discussion will take place on Zoom. We'll feature an informal question and answer session with several local public health nurses. It begins at noon. For information on how to sign up, go to our website, news10.com.
With a little more than a month to go until the 43rd Freihofers Run for Women, event organizers looking for volunteers both on race day and the week leading up to it. Some of the roles available for the all-women 5K include event setup and tear down, water stops along the route, refreshments, and registration. The support is also needed for the junior 3K and the kids run. Organizers say it takes about 600 volunteers to pull this off and make it all happen. Freihofers Run for Women kicks off Saturday, September 25th at 9 a.m. 6:40 right now.
Coming up here on News 10 ABC, Bay State students will officially need their masks on those school supply lists.
Latest on the Education Commissioner's decision there to require masks in schools and why the State Education Board is standing by the move.
And the CDC investigating a salmonella outbreak causing illness in over a dozen states. What item in your fridge may be to blame?
All right, and here's a look at your jockey leaderboard. Luis Saez in first place, still on top.
You're watching News 10 ABC, your local news leader, with Christina Arangio, Ryan Peterson, Mary Wilson, and meteorologist Jill Swed.